Hey guys, this is Claudia here from the Bookkeeping Experts, back for more education. Tax season is over, and for a lot of you, phew, you did it. Congratulations. But for those of you who still have things to do, no worries. There's so many things in my channel that will help you understand the things that you need to do to finish cleaning up your books. Now, once you clean up your books, is it over? No, it's time for you to start pushing the button for maintenance. How do you maintain your books so you can keep up with all your information and make sure that you have the right point of reference to know exactly what you have to do in order to continue growing your business or set those goals? Okay, all right, how do we do that? How do we get into the maintenance mode? That's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about the steps to clean up your book each month and to make sure you have access to those information, those financial information that will help you make better decisions for your business. All right, without much further ado, here we go to our sample company on QuickBooks Online. All right, here we have our sample company, and we're in banking. So the first thing you gotta do when you're entering into maintenance mode is to categorize each transaction as it comes. Okay, how do you do that, Claudia? All right, so for those of you who has the accountant view or business view, remember you can change that back and forth by clicking on the gear menu, and you can switch back and forth. There's just a few differences, and it looks like QuickBooks went back to what it was originally, so it changed a little bit the overview, the interaction in the page. All right, so to go to banking transactions, bank transactions, if you're in an accountant view, it's a little bit different. Okay, so actually, yeah, so it actually is the same right now. So switch to accountant view because I prefer, I'll tell you why, because we have several transactions coming up at the same time, so it's a lot more efficient, right? So transactions, banking. Now, if you do have integration with Square or Shopify, keep in mind that first you're gonna have to add those app transactions and then match it in banking. All right, but if you do not have any, it's time to categorize those transactions. So how do you categorize those transactions that you don't know how to categorize? Okay, so we're going to talk about that today because, you know, there are deadlines and you do have to finish the books by a certain time. You do have to set goals for that. So you have to categorize everything. For those transactions that you don't know what it is, you can categorize as uncategorized income or uncategorized expense. What it means is that we need to take a look at those transactions later on and categorize them accordingly. Okay, so here it's already set up as uncategorized. So we're going to add all those transactions. We're going to add everything that has a match. You want to make sure that you look at the dates and make sure that those dates are matching and that transaction is matching. Now, if you want to find out more about these transactions that you're matching, you can click on the number here and it's going to open up, and you can click on the expense. It looks like somebody entered the expense here and it's matching to that expense on job expense. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and add that. Now, for some transactions that you may know, so this place, for instance, is the sample account. They do gardening and landscaping. So we know that Hicks Hardware is probably job supply, and you can create or job materials. Okay, you can create a rule for this one because no matter what, Hicks Hardware is always going to be job supplies. So how do you do that? You click on create a rule, and I'm gonna put the name of the company as Hicks Hardware. right over here. Make sure that the payee is in here, okay? And customer, only if you have a specific customer that's the only customer that you purchase this from, and that's not the case. So we don't put anything on the customer, and I'm gonna leave it on auto add because I know for certain that no matter what is always going to be the same. Okay, so setting up rules it's very helpful when you're categorizing, and we're gonna continue matching here. Oh, by the way, to make it easier, if you realize that everything is good, one thing you can do is you can change multiple transactions and accept them. Okay. Now, if we are matching, we need to go and click on match. Okay. Now, when there's multiple transactions that are matching, you can click on the number and make sure that you're matching to the right transaction. Okay, this is not the one because look, it happened on the 30th, and this one happened on the 28th. I know that the right one is the other one. Okay. All right, $19.99 also has 2 transactions, so we're gonna open up and make sure that we're looking at the right date, and that's the right one. Okay, and we're gonna continue adding here until we get to the transactions that we don't know. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add as uncategorized expense, and then I can ask the customer, you know, if you are the customer, you can leave it there so you can review later. If you're the bookkeeper, there's a couple of things you can do to go over them, and that is using your accounting, not this accounting tools, but your accounting tools for maintaining your customer's book. We can have another video on that and address that, but this is for business owners. So the best way to reach those transactions, once you know what they are, is just go to reports. Okay, so uncategorized income and uncategorized expenses it's gonna be in the profit and loss. So we're gonna do profit and loss, and we're gonna do this year to date. And to find out those transactions, we're gonna scroll down, and this is the uncategorized income. We're gonna click on it, and right from here I can actually change the categorization. Let's suppose that I talk to somebody and I found, oh yeah, this is supposed to be equipment rental. Okay, how do I do that? I just change it right from here, and I want to make sure that I put the company that I receive it from, A1 rental backhoe. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a deposit refund, right? But how do I categorize a refund? I categorize the same way that I categorize the expense. So it is equipment rental, by the way. So because this is a refund, deposit refund. Okay. All right. Oh no, it disappeared. How do I see it again? See the arrow here? Just click here. Okay. All right. So there it is. So I fixed it. Don't look into this because this is just what it is, sitting over there to be matched on bank deposit. We're just gonna change this transaction here. We're gonna save and close, and that's it for uncategorized income. Now we're gonna go to uncategorized expense. Okay, QuickBooks wants to know how we are doing. Oh, they're doing good. Okay, so uncategorized expense is gonna be right here. So I'm going to do the same thing. If I click over here, look at this. It's going to open up for me. Now, if you're not the person that has the information in regards to that and you want to send it to somebody, one way to do it is just to export into Excel and then send that information over to whoever you need to send it, and then update it once you know. Okay, so this is expense, is A1 rental. We know A1 rental is equipment rental. So first of all, like I said, I want to make sure that I put the category here, you know, the payee over here, A1 rental That's the same company, by the way. And the category here is equipment rental. And save and close. And now I have only one more. And it's going to update, by the way. Sometimes you see, oh, it's still there. No. That's going to update. Add the payee, guys. How important it is very important that you add the payee. And the reason why, if you need to find, if how much you spend with the with that specific company, or even if you are audited, we don't want to hear that word, but you want to make sure you have all the information there. Okay, equipment rental, save and close, and if you click on back to summary, that information uncategorized, there's nothing else left. So we clean everything right from the profit and loss. So there's one way to do that. The other way is to go into the chart of accounts. So you go to transactions, chart of accounts, and just put the name of the account, uncategorized income or expense. So we don't have anything else. Same thing with uncategorized asset. You want to make sure that this is 0, okay? If there's transactions in there, it's because it's miscategorized. Okay, so you can run report, and from here you can actually exchange. Okay, there's one here, uncategorized income. Okay, so you can exchange right from here, or you can even change it over here. Okay, either one you're gonna be able to open. Book by Betsy. Let's see, is job materials, or it could be, it could be office expense. We can say job materials. Okay, maybe we are getting some books to get information on that. So you can do you can access those information in several ways, but either you are going into the reports and accessing them right there and changing it, or going into the chart of accounts, or you can even go into the banking itself, bank transactions. You can go to Categorize. Oh my word, that is my you can go to Categorize. Let me open up this. Okay, and then right from here you can change it, the transaction, without messing up your reconciliation if you have already reconciled. Okay, you can reconcile even if you have uncategorized transaction, but remember, you do have to go back and recategorize them, and you don't want to send them back to undo, because if you already reconcile the account, bringing them back is going to mess up that reconciliation. But if you click right from Categorized and change it right here, so you can change it here and change it over here. I don't want to change it because it's right. You can do it this way as well. All right, okay, let's go back here. Okay, I hope that this information was useful to you. So first step, when you are maintaining your book, is to categorize all your transactions, okay? Categorize everything, all your checking, your credit card accounts. And of course, like I said, if you do have integration, you want to make sure that you add those transactions into app transactions first, and then match it in bank transactions. The next step, we're going to talk about that next week, is reconciliation. We have other videos on the subject, but we're going to talk about that again because it is so important. And there's so many questions when we reconcile an account, especially like if you have a credit card with multiple accounts. How do you do that? Okay, we can talk about that. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I am so glad that you took the time to improve your skills in QuickBooks Online by watching our videos, spending time with me today. I am grateful for that. Now, if you like this content, please subscribe to our channel. There's like the minority of the people who watch this channel is subscribed. So please take the time to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up and share with the world. We want to help as many people as possible to make QuickBooks Online something that is easy to do. And you do it every month, and you know your point of reference, and you can use that to grow your business. It is our purpose to make sure that you get that education that you get no place else. All right, so we are bringing for you answers to everyday questions on QuickBooks Online. Please come back and subscribe and share with your friends. And until next time, keep on smiling.